We are studying mirror image today, and in mirror image you have to remember only one thing, left becomes right and right becomes left. Okay, nothing else changes, left becomes right and right becomes left. Now we are first seeing what happens to the alphabets. See what happens to A, B, C, okay, you can see all up till Z. I want you all to have a look at this. Now if you see this, there are some alphabets which are not changing at all even in the mirror. Okay, like A doesn't change, H doesn't change, O doesn't change. So W doesn't change, H doesn't change, A doesn't change, T doesn't change, Y, O, U, see these alphabets do not change. Sorry. Okay, mix. So we've made a short code, what you mix will give you MIX. And V. These are alphabets which do not change, rest all alphabets change. Okay, another thing, when you are doing mirror, you have to remember that there is no change in up and down. What is up will remain up, what is down will remain down. Okay, so when we see figures, you will come to know that only left and right changes, nothing else changes. What is at the bottom will remain at the bottom even in the mirror, that does not change. So up and down does not change. Okay, with this let us start with some figures that they have given us. What did we say? Left becomes right, right becomes left, nothing else changes. What is on top will remain on top only. Okay, so let's see, this is the star which is on the right, this star will come on the left. Okay, तो अब mirror में ये तुमको right का left दिखेगा. So let's see our options over here. If you see in the first image, the star is still on the right, so it cannot be A. Okay, B शायद हो सकता है, C हो नहीं सकता, D हो सकता है. We are just looking at the star. Okay, based on what we see. Okay, the star is on the right hand side, which now will become the left hand side, correct? So ये नहीं है, this is still on the right, this is also still on the right, cannot be. This it can be, शायद, this also it can be. Again, what we said, in a mirror nothing else changes, only left का right दिखता है, right का left दिखता है. Now let's go on the other parts of this diagram. If you see, let's see the lightning thing that is over here. Okay, the lightning thing is on the left hand side, it will now appear on our right hand side. So which is again on the right hand side here, again on the right hand side here, it is correct. Okay, another thing that we need to notice over here is the star. So there are 4 corners of the star, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 corners are inside, only one part of the star is outside. Okay, 3 corners are inside. दिख रहा है? ये चीज भी अंदर ही रहेगी, क्लाउड के अंदर ही रहेगी, वो चेंज नहीं होने वाली है, हम सिर्फ स्टार को देख रहे हैं. बट तुम डी वाला फिगर देखो, डी वाले फिगर में 1 part is inside, 3 parts are outside. What did I say? Nothing else changes except left becomes right. So in this case the B option is right, because again just like the original figure, 3 parts of the star are inside, only 1 is outside. वही चीज है, यहाँ क्या है, 3 part outside है, तो ये गलत है. Okay, now you understand how to see this. Let's go to the next one. We'll go slow, there is no rush. Okay, now see here, choose an alternative which closely resembles the mirror image of this. they have given us some alphabets. Okay, before we start any alphabet series of a mirror image, remember the short form what we had said. The short form is what you mix V. Okay, now and only those alphabets what you mix V does not change, rest everything in our alphabets becomes left becomes right. So let's see over here. Okay, same funda. HA अगर आपको सिंबल्स दिख रहे हैं what you, so WHAT, okay, this will not change, however left will become right. So now जो आपको left में दिख रहा है HA, it starts with HA, now it will end with HA and H and A will not change. Okay, so it cannot be A. Why it cannot be A? Because H and A left का left hand side में ही है, वो कौन सा right hand side में होना चाहिए. Okay, तो ये गलत है. First one is wrong. See the second one. Okay, HA again, that is the left hand side, it has to now come on the right hand side. So A और B तो हो ही नहीं सकता है, because left का left में ही है, left का right में आ जाना चाहिए. So it can be C or D. Okay, now let's go into details of whether it is C or D. तो एक एक हमको अल्फाबेट देखना पड़ेगा. Now if you see C और D में it's identical, entirely identical, कुछ भी change नहीं है except for in D. Okay, देखो D में I am just comparing C and D for now, the C and D option. Okay, see the hyphen sign. Hyphen sign के बदले they have put 1. Can you see it? V के बाद में जो है C में they have put 1. 1 नहीं है. I said the alphabets nothing changes except left becomes right. So in this case it cannot be C because they have changed one alphabet in the middle. Everything between option C and option D is identical except for this. See here, ये hyphen का hyphen ही रहेगा, sorry exclamation का exclamation ही रहेगा, वो exclamation change नहीं होने वाला है. तो यहाँ उन्होंने 1 कर दिया है, वो गलत है C ऑप्शन में. तो the answer is D. Okay, so when we are studying, when we are going to see mirror image, we are going to break it down. Okay, and we are going to use the law of elimination. जो हमको closest लगता है हम वैसे ही करेंगे. Now let's see the mirror figures again over here for these triangles. Rule क्या है? Left का right हो जाना चाहिए. So this part. Okay, let's start with this lightning symbol. And ऊपर का ऊपर रहेगा, नीचे का नीचे रहेगा. Okay, so yeah, this lightning thing which is on the left hand side right now will now become on the right hand side. तो ये correct है, ये correct है. Okay, and ऊपर का ऊपर रहेगा. Just by looking at the lightning sign it can also be A, ये नहीं हो सकता क्योंकि ये तो entirely wrong है, वो नीचे आ गया है. ऊपर का ऊपर रहेगा, सिर्फ right hand side पे आ जाएगा. Okay, now let's see the other figures. Let's go to the these नीचे जो हमारे lines दिए हैं, I can see 1 2 3 lines. It should always be 3 lines. Okay, that part will not change. So it can be A क्योंकि 3 lines के 3 lines ही है. However, option D में 1 2 3 they have put only 2 lines. Can you see? So it cannot be. So it can be either A or C. Are you with me? समझ में आ रहा है? Okay, now we are still on that elimination point. Let's see this little छोटू triangle which is there. Okay, I have colored it. This triangle cannot है ही नहीं इधर, इन लोग ने बनाया ही नहीं है. So यहाँ B में बनाया है. So this is the correct option, A वाला option. Okay, A वाले option में देखो same to same है, यहाँ उनने ये triangle नहीं बनाया. समझ में आया? Let's go to the next one. Again we are going to break it down. Find the mirror image from the given figures. Again ऊपर का ऊपर ही रहेगा, that part will not change, only left becomes right. So now it cannot be C because the whole figure is upside down. When you see yourself in the mirror, do you see yourself upside down? Obviously not. Only the left part becomes the right part. That's it. So let's choose between A and B. अगर दोनों में से एक है. Now if you see the main figure, this is my left hand side, there is one dot inside. Okay, that dot will now come on the right hand side. So between these two, ये left का left में ही है, ये left का right में आ गया. So it cannot be B. Okay, so it is A हो सकता है. Now since we have another option, none of the above. Okay, देखो यहाँ none of the above भी है D ऑप्शन में, तो हमको देखना पड़ेगा अगर A ऑप्शन करेक्टली है कि नहीं. सो लेट्स गो, ऊपर का लेफ्ट का राइट हो गया, दैट इज करेक्ट. ऑल थ्री अदर डॉट्स आर ऑल्सो द सेम वे, सो दिस इज द करेक्ट one. Again in the mirror image, again and again I am saying only one thing, left becomes right, nothing else changes. Okay, so all you have to do is see the left hand side of the diagram and now you have to spot it in the right hand side. So I could spot the black dot on the right hand side, so it's correct. यहाँ left का left में ही है, ये गलत है. Okay, now let's go to the mirror image of the given figure. It looks difficult, it is not. Okay, as long as you know the shortcut. Okay, now let's see over here. Find the mirror image from the given figure. Now there is a triangle over here. This is my left hand side and this is my right hand side. When it changes, can you see this triangle as a dot? It will come on the other side with a dot only. So it can be A, just by looking at the dot I am saying, it can be A because the dot is there. It can be B also, it can be C also. D में तो मुझे dot ही नहीं दिख रहा है, तो I am going to negate D for sure. Okay, now let's go to the other parts. अब इसके अंदर there are these lines. Okay, parallel lines उन लोग ने बनाई है. Now it goes from one end to the other end. Okay, and the line in the middle goes across. It cannot be C because ये line बीच में टूट गई है, if you can see. So I am negating C over here. Okay, so let's see, B और A में हो सकता है. Now let's go to the triangle का other part. यहाँ they have not completed the triangle. If they have not completed the triangle, I am going to negate it as well. Okay, and then the option left is B over here. एक बार check कर लेते हैं. Okay, if you see this left hand side का triangle, वहाँ जो line है, it is going थोड़ा slant. Now this same thing should happen in the right hand side triangle over here. If you can see, this line is going slant. Okay, that means this is identical, it is a mirror image. Okay, not that tough. Again let's see the next one. Find the mirror image from the given figure. Now this dot is there, it is on the left hand side, it will now come on the right hand side. तो ये हो सकता है, it can be A, it can be B, it cannot be C because the dot is still on the left hand side. Okay, ये हो सकता है. Now let's go on the other part. Let's see the slant hand. The slant hand, this one, is on the right hand side. It should now be on the left hand side. The slant hand. Okay, and one hand is straight. इफ यू कैन सी एक हाथ स्ट्रेट है और एक हाथ स्लांट है, तो जो स्लांट हैंड है वो राइट हैंड साइड पे है. आई हैव टू स्पॉट इट ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड. आई कैन स्पॉट इट हियर, आई कैन स्पॉट इट हियर. ए और बी में भी है और सी में भी है. ओके, लेट्स स्पॉट द स्ट्रेट हैंड विच इज ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड. ये दिख रहा है स्ट्रेट हैंड. द स्ट्रेट हैंड I can see only in the D option. Okay, it is on the left hand side here, it is on the right hand side here, which is correct. यहाँ तो है ही नहीं straight hand, ही नहीं है straight hand, यहाँ भी straight hand नहीं है. Okay, let's check for the other things. There is one leg over here which should now be on the left hand side, which is correct. Okay, got it. Break it down, this is very easy. Find the mirror image of the given figure. Again, same thing I am going to do again and again. I can see a circle and a cross. It is on the left hand side. The circle and the cross same order में होना चाहिए, ऊपर का ऊपर ही होना चाहिए. The circle and the cross will be on my right hand side. So obviously it cannot be A, it cannot be B because ये interchange हो गया. मिरर में तुम देखते हो ऊपर का नीचे नहीं होता है. You don't see yourself upside down. You just see yourself left का right दिखता है बस. तो ये जो left hand side है ये तुमको right hand side पे दिखेगा. तो this is correct. These two just based on the circle and the cross it is correct. Okay. Now let's go ahead on this square. Square is on the right hand side, it will appear on the left hand side, जहाँ दोनों जगह correct है. Okay, now we are seeing the slant image. Okay, ये अगर if I can say it is more towards the left, it will be now more towards the right, जो दोनों जगह same है. Only we will see two lines over here. देखो, two parallel lines. Okay, जो मुझे यहाँ सिर्फ D option में एक ही parallel line दिख रही है. Can you see? Okay, so according to me it is the C option because C option में वही दो parallel lines है. यहाँ जो तुमको दिख रही है वो parallel lines मुझे C option में भी दिख रही है. Okay, ये option में वो parallel lines नहीं है. So I will say it is the C option to me. ये okay. Now we come to the more easier ones. Okay, what you mix V. Okay, now these alphabets do not change. Even in a mirror it does not change. Again, in the mirror left appears right. So now I will see A जो है मेरा लास्ट में आना चाहिए. So ये करेक्ट है, ये तो इजी है. ओके, A मेरा लास्ट में आना चाहिए जो मुझे यहाँ दिख रहा है. ओके, I think I got it because everything else A is not there only in the last except for this one. Okay, you can go ahead fast when these options are there. Use the trick of elimination. It cannot be 1. Why? Left का left में ही है. Okay, it cannot be 3. Why? It has to end. The left one is A. It will now become the right one. So it should end with a A. नहीं हुआ end A से. Okay, again. It should end with a A. That is for sure. है ना? Left का right हो जाएगा. So it will now become, and A does not change in the mirror. So it will be only this one. I don't even have to go ahead and check anything else. Okay, but for your sake एक बार देख लो. तो ये भी नहीं है, ये नहीं है, और ये का तो यहाँ A ही है. Okay, here they did not end it only correctly. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, again mirror. Okay, now okay, M does not change in the mirror, M does not become W. ओके उल्टा नहीं होता है, सिर्फ लेफ्ट का राइट होता है. ओके सो इफ इट इज M in the start, it should end with a M only. Okay, now see over here the seventh one. Seventh question देखो आराम से. Now if you can see here, A और B में तो उन लोग ने M का W कर दिया. Okay, they have made it upside down. That does not change. Okay, it will remain as is. So I can see that only in C वाला option. So these two तो हम लोग negate, A और B तो negate कर ही सकते हैं. C को as it is रहने देंगे. C can be one of the options, but since none of the above is a option, we will have to see each and every alphabet. Okay, so हमको उल्टा देखना पड़ेगा अभी. What is the last one over here? Okay, M, so it will be M. T stays as it is T. Again M will be as it is I, M, T. I am just reading it ulta. Okay, now this will now be my left hand side, this will be my right hand side. So I am just reading it like that. T 1 देखो उल्टा हो जाता है. It was pointing towards the left hand side, now it will point towards the right hand side. Same thing R, I, M. According to me it is C. Okay, see if you are right. Yeah, it is right. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, they have given this. Again our rule remains the same. What is our rule? Left becomes right, right becomes left. Words like W, H, A, T does not change. T change नहीं होगा मिरर में, A change नहीं होगा मिरर में. Okay, rest all will change. So now since this is left and this is right, my T, it has to end with a T. T will not change. So ये नहीं हो सकता because they have made T उल्टा. ये नहीं हो सकता because they have ended with a T. It will have to end with a T. So it could be this, it could be this, क्योंकि both have ended with a T. So let's go. I can see both are identical except for यहाँ 4 है और यहाँ 1 है. तो we'll have to see what they have done. Okay, now this is my left hand side, it will become the right hand side. T, A, R, A, I सेम है, N सेम है. यहाँ N के बाद 1 आता है, इनने N के बाद 4 लिखा है. Can you see? I am looking at the second option. Okay, and I am reading it. What they have done? The left hand side, okay, is T, A. So I will start reading it like this, ulta. T, A, R, A, I, N. 1 आता है, यहाँ उन लोग ने 4 लिखा है. Okay, यहाँ 1 आता है ना, they have written it as 4 over here. Okay, so it cannot be this one, it has to be the fourth option because N के बाद 1 है. Are you all with me? Okay, let's go to the next one, geography. Now okay, now if you see, it will okay, what U mix, याद है U stays as it is, Y, I mean Y stays as it is. Now if the left hand side is G, it will become the right hand side, and Y is the right hand side, it will become the left hand side. So that means it will start with a Y. So automatically, और Y change नहीं होता है, Y will be read as Y as it is, वो उल्टा नहीं होगा. So automatically 3 gets excluded. Okay, now let's see, it could be 1, 2, 4 based on Y itself. Let's go ahead. G, E, O, G becomes, okay, G becomes ulta G, which is correct. E, O, G, R, A, P, H, Y, तो ये तो करेक्ट मुझे लग रहा है. इफ़ यू सी हियर, इन लोग ने G को उल्टा नहीं किया, इट इज़ फेसिंग टूवर्ड्स द लेफ्ट. G, if you see, it is facing towards the left. In the mirror, it will now face towards the right. We are just looking at G as an alphabet. Okay, so it cannot be 2 because it is being shown as it is. Mirror में क्या होगा? G उल्टा दिखेगा. Ulta, when I say left, becomes the right. So when it is facing towards the right, it will now face towards the left. So this seems to be, ये नहीं हो सकता. Okay, now also another rule, remember I told you there are some alphabets which do not change. You have to always keep it in mind, and one of them is A. याद है what? WHAT. A does not change. So A तुम अगर देखोगे इन लोग ने चेंज कर दिया है, उल्टा कर दिया है फोर्थ ऑप्शन में. You don't even have to see all the alphabets. Pick up the ones that you know for sure will not change. A does not change. So A को उन लोग ने चेंज कर दिया है, तो फोर्थ ऑप्शन नहीं हो सकता. सो हमारे पास बचा क्या? फर्स्ट ऑप्शन, एंड दैट इज करेक्ट. एक बार आराम से देखो फर्स्ट ऑप्शन. ओके, इट कैनॉट बी द फोर्थ ऑप्शन बिकॉज दे हैव मेड ए उल्टा. That cannot be the case. Okay, चलो लास्ट वाला देख लेते हैं. Painted. Now again, P, it has to end with P, and so it is ending with P. Very good. It has to start with a D. All of them are starting with a D. Brilliant. Let's see other things. A does not change. Okay, A is not changing anywhere, so we'll have to see each and everything. Okay, let's see the first one. Acha, now if you see N, N will change. N is towards the right hand side. जब हम लिखते हैं N को हम right hand side तरफ लिखते हैं. अब उल्टा लिखेंगे. Left, if we write it like this, we will now write it left hand side. ऐसा दिखेगा तुम्हारा N. ओके, सो इट कैनॉट बी 1 क्योंकि 1 में n एज इट इज़ दिख रहा है. ओके, सो वी हैव एक्सक्लूडेड PAIN TED. ओके, नाउ T, रिमेंबर व्हेन आई सेड व्हाट, T है उसके अंदर, इट डज नॉट चेंज. ओके, सो T यहाँ देखो उन लोग ने चेंज किया है थर्ड ऑप्शन में, सो वी विल एक्सक्लूड T at the third option since they have changed it. T को उन लोग ने उल्टा कर दिया है. T चेंज नहीं होता है, so we will change it. Okay, we will exclude the third one. now हमारे पास बचे क्या? Okay, INT. now it all goes on E. E का क्या हो जाएगा? it is facing towards the right, now it will face towards the left. So here they have kept it as it is. This is not how E looks. Okay, so it is number 2 is the right option. Got it? That's it for today. We have finished mirror images. Again mirror images का एक short recap करेंगे. Okay, left becomes right, right becomes left. First rule. Okay, nothing else changes, only left becomes right, right becomes left. Okay, next, up and down remain same. Okay, वो चेंज नहीं होता है. Certain alphabets do not change. What? W doesn't change, H doesn't change, A doesn't change. T doesn't change. Okay, then U mix, वो भी change नहीं होता है. What, U, mix, V, these alphabets do not change. Okay, let's see if I can make it big. What, U, mix, V do not change in, they, what happens, they do not change, they do not change in the mirror as it is. Okay, with this rule in mind you can do anything when it comes to mirror images. Okay, you all have any questions, please ask me. Otherwise we are done for today. This one part is done. Okay, thanks guys. एक बार देख लेना mirror images, and if you have any questions please ask me.